Well, the gospel for today, my dear friends, is from Matthew chapter 21, verses 33 to 43, and then 45 to 46. Well, the reason why we prayed earlier about Joseph is because the gospel for today is about a typology, or perhaps it would say a type or a prefigurement of Jesus in the Old Testament. And Joseph is one of those. Because Joseph, we all know the story from Genesis chapter 37. Well, his brother was so jealous of him that they plotted to kill him. Well, fortunately, he was saved by some merchants going down to Egypt, and, well, the Ishmaelites, and Joseph was saved. And so you see, that story of jealousy among the brothers, that story of hatred among brothers, leading to the death or killing or intention to kill of a brother, is a prefigurement of what would happen to Jesus. In the end, that his own brother Jews would hate him so much, would be envious of him, especially the religious leaders, and they would plot to kill him and become successful in killing him, in eliminating him. And this is exactly what the gospel is all about. It's about a parable that points to the story of Joseph, also to the story of Jesus, and most probably to the story of Christians today. Jesus said to the chief priests and the elders of the people, "Hear another parable. There was a landowner who planted a vineyard, put a hedge around it, dug a wine press in it, and built a tower. Then he leased it to tenants and went on a journey. When vintage time drew near, he sent his servants to the tenants to obtain his produce. But the tenants seized the servants, and one they beat, another they killed, a third they stoned. Again he sent other servants more numerous than the first ones, but they treated them in the same way. Finally he sent his son, thinking they will respect my son. But when the tenants saw the son, they said to him and said to one another, 'This is the heir. Come, let us kill him and acquire his inheritance.' They seized him, threw him out of the vineyard, and killed him. Now what will the owner of the vineyard do to those tenants when he comes?" They answered him, "He will put those wretched men to a wretched death and lease his vineyard to other tenants, who will give him the produce at the proper times." Jesus said to them, "Did you never read in the scriptures, the stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone? By the Lord has this been done, and it is wonderful in our eyes. Therefore I say to you, the kingdom of God will be taken away from you and given to a people that will produce its fruit." When the chief priests and the Pharisees heard his parables, they knew that he was speaking about them. And although they were attempting to arrest him, they feared the crowds, for they regarded him as a prophet. So you see, my dear friends, Jesus here was telling or relating a parable that actually refers to him and to the Pharisees and to the people who were very much against him and hate him so much, and they want to arrest him and kill him. Jesus is already portraying some sort of a prediction that he will soon, it's just a matter of time, that he will be arrested and his plotters will be able to kill him, to pin him down, to shut him off. The story of Joseph is a similar story. Joseph was actually a favorite of Jacob because he was the youngest then. He used to dream a lot, and he used to tell his dreams to his brothers. One particular dream that really made his brothers so angry was when he started telling them that in his dream there were actually 12 haystacks in the middle. There was a haystack in the middle, and all the other 11 haystacks were bowing through the wind, bowing to that single haystack in the middle. And Joseph claimed that he is that one. And so the brothers were so angry about his dreams, you know. But of course, you all know the story that this will come to pass. This will happen. That they would really bow their heads to Joseph. Now, you see, what is important to remember in this beautiful parables and story about Joseph, about the actual persecution of Jesus, is the fact that, you see, we can't help that those who tell the truth, those who speak the truth, those people have been commissioned to speak the truth and to renounce what is wrong in society, are very much the object of envy, jealousy, hatred, or even a plotting to kill them. This has always happened, not only in local politics, but even in the global politics. This has happened in cultures. This has happened in every human situation where there is an opportunity to be jealous, to be envious, and to hate. The victims actually are those people who never intended to be hated. They don't want to be hated. Now, nobody wants to be hated, but somebody has to do his job. Somebody has to tell the truth. Somebody has to speak out. But once they gain the ire of those who hate the truth, then that's the beginning of their persecution. Jesus is very clearly an example.